So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360. And today basically we will start our chapter number 25 of module C, clear? That is HRM and information technology, clear? HRM and information technology, clear? Basically from these topics, clear? Basically you will get 3 to 4 questions, clear? You can say that 3 to 4 questions basically that are very straightforward questions basically you will get in the examination, clear? But what you have to do, that you have to remember the points, clear? You have to remember the points, clear? So basically let's start our discussion, and some of the important points basically we will discuss side by side along with the MCQ discussion, clear? Along with the MCQ discussion, so that basically we are able to understand all the points, clear? So let's start HRM and information technology, clear? IT. Sometimes basically this is also written as IT, that is information technology. Okay, so let's start our discussion. So basically in the emerging information age, clear? In the emerging information age, basically we can say that in the growing scenario, clear? In the emerging information age, the parameters of success, clear? The parameters of success have changed, and the one basically who can assess to and convert and analyze the data into information, clear? And then extract knowledge and wisdom out of it has an edge basically over those who cannot, clear? So basically what they want to say, that basically the person basically has the capability or has that type of system basically that can convert and analyze, clear? That can convert and analyze, clear? Basically what? Data into which or into what? Information, clear? First of all, convert the data into information, and after that basically extract knowledge from that, clear? Basically we will get information and basically we have to extract knowledge from that, clear? And then extract knowledge and wisdom out of it, clear? Basically has an edge those basically over those who cannot, clear? So the person basically who has the capability of obtaining specific information from that data, clear? Basically has the capability to basically little bit more success over the other person, clear? Basically who is not that much capable, clear? So an organization basically therefore cannot shy away basically from the information technology, clear? Though initially the use had been concentrated basically in the area of business related dimensions, its application is possible in practically every activity in the organization, clear? Initially the information technology, clear? Basically has been concentrated basically in the area of the business related dimensions, clear? Only with respect to the business, clear? But presently basically it is applicable in every activity in the organization, clear? In every activity in the organization. So the use of information basically for decision making can improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization, clear? The use of information, clear? Basically whatever the information basically we will gain, clear? So the use of information basically for decision making can improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization, clear? Basically can improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization, clear? So left to the imagination of the organizational innovative process, right from the CEO, clear? Or right from the head of the organization basically down to the lowest level employee like the receptionist or the telephone operator, clear? Can make effective use of information technology basically for their personal productivity and efficient decision making, clear? And efficient decision making, clear? So basically we can say that information technology, clear? Information technology plays an important role, clear? At all levels, clear? And for all the authorities basically present in the organization, clear? Information technology basically plays an important role, clear? Basically it plays an important role for all the authorities basically present in the organization, clear? Basically for all the authorities basically present in the organization, clear? So basically we have to take care regarding that. So basically HRM as a function has a dual responsibility, clear? HRM as a function basically has dual responsibility in responding to this trend of the 21st century. As a part of the strategy, clear? HRM, the most significant is the transformation required in the mindset of all individuals across the organization, since this technology challenges some of the traditional beliefs and attitudes, clear? Basically some of the traditional beliefs and attitudes, clear? Basically with the help of technology, clear? Basically with the help of technology, all our information, clear? All the employee information basically is connected at one place, clear? Is connected at one place, clear? So basically whatever the authority basically wants to check that information, they can check basically by specifically logging their details, clear? And check the data of that specific employee. The second responsibility basically is its application to HRM function itself, basically for day-to-day decision making as well as policy decisions. Clear? To HRM function basically itself, basically for what? For day-to-day decision making as well as policy decisions. Clear? So there is an emerging need for database decision. Clear? Basically for which a comprehensive human source information system is the answer. Clear? Basically for which a comprehensive human resource information system is the answer. Clear? So basically in the examination you will get this type of full form, that is HRIS. Human resource information system is the answer. Clear? Human source information system is the answer, which we have to discuss in detail in the upcoming slides. Clear? That is HRIS. So the 21st century marks the beginning of information age. Clear? The 21st century marks the beginning of the information age. Clear? So this one be 1 mark question. Basically we will expect. Clear? Basically which century marks the beginning of the information age? So basically 21st century. Clear? 21st century. Clear? Basically marks the beginning of the information age. Clear? Basically it has become necessary. Clear? Basically it has become necessary to make use of extensive information in all the areas. Clear? Basically it has become necessary to make extensive use of information basically in all the areas, basically for what? For strategic decision making and policy formulation. Clear? Basically for what? For strategic decision making and policy formulation. So as the futurist visualized, clear? Basically we can say that this age is marked with the new criteria of success, wherein the access to and interpretation of data would be important determinants of success. Clear? Wherein the success to and interpretation of data. Clear? Basically wherein the success to and interpretation of data. Clear? Basically would be important determinants of the success. Clear? Basically would be important determinants of the success. Clear? So what the railroad? Clear? Basically we can say that basically we can go with the basically little bit history. Clear? Basically that plays an important role in changing the scenario. So what the railroad was to the 19th century enterprise? Clear? Basically what the railroad? Basically 19th century. And for the 20th century assembly line, that is basically we can say that computer. So manufacturing and knowledge is basically providing to be just to the 21st century business. Clear? So basically similar to that. Clear? Basically manufacturing or knowledge basically is providing to be just that to the 21st century business. Clear? Okay, so 19th century railroad, 20th century assembly line, and 21st century basically manufacturing and knowledge. Clear? 21st century, that is manufacturing and knowledge. So globalization has wiped out the national boundaries linking organization from all parts of the world. Clear? So globalization basically has wiped out the national boundaries. Clear? Basically has wiped out the national boundaries linking organization. Clear? Basically has wiped out the national boundaries linking organization from all parts of the world. Clear? From all parts of the world. Information technology. Clear? Basically here information technology has contributed to a great extent to this process. Clear? Information technology has contributed to a great extent basically to this process. Clear? Because basically it leads to the globalization. Clear? Information technology basically leads to the globalization, and it collects, or basically we can say that it binds all the parts of the country. Clear? Basically all the parts of the world. So basically the advent of microprocessor. Clear? Next important thing basically that is microprocessor. Clear? The advent of microprocessor basically we can say that the dramatic increase in its power. Clear? In the last 2 decades. Clear? Basically there is more use of the microprocessor. Clear? We can say that basically in the ATMs. Clear? Basically earlier there is no ATM. Initially basically there is ATM. So now basically ATM chip. Clear? So ATM chip basically we can say that there is a processor type of thing in that. Clear? So the advent of microprocessor, the dramatic increase in its power. Clear? The dramatic increase basically in its power in the last 2 decades or in the last 20 years. Clear? As basically we can say that as the production is increasing, clear, the price is going to decrease. Clear? The price is going to decrease of the microprocessor, or we can say that chip. Clear? The advent of microprocessor, the dramatic increase basically in its power in the last 2 decades, and the equally dramatic slide basically in its price. Clear? Are forming the shift of manufacturing economy basically to the information economy. Clear? Are forming the shift of manufacturing economy basically to the information economy. Clear? So very important thing that is basically said by the Thomas Stewart, that is, as Thomas Stewart basically puts it, that the microchip is going to be the engine Clear, the microchip is going to be the engine around which the information economy basically will be built, and software will be the fuel. Clear, software will be the fuel. Clear. So basically what it says that the microchip, clear, is going to be the engine. Clear, the microchip is going to be the engine around which the information economy will be built. And what is the fuel here? That is the software will be the fuel. Clear, the software will be the fuel in that. Clear. So basically you have to remember that microchip is to be the engine. Clear, basically we have to remember all these points. Clear, just you have to watch the video at least 2 times, you are able to remember. Clear. And software will be the fuel. Clear, sometimes basically they will ask these types of questions. Clear, basically we will not able even to think that. Clear, basically these types of questions basically will be asked. Clear, so basically we have to go through the content line by line. Clear, so Microsoft is basically expected to change the business beyond recognition. Clear, there is no sector, clear, which has not touched by it. Clear, basically in all sectors microchip is used. Clear, microchip is to be used. Clear, however the banking sector basically has absorbed the technology basically in its fullest potential for improving the operational efficiency and providing customer service. Clear, basically for improving the operational efficiency and providing the customer service. Clear, the role of technology. Clear, the role of technology basically in HR management has also been quite significant. Clear, in the HR management. Clear, that has also been quite significant. Clear, basically we have to discuss some important points regarding that. Clear, how the technology play an important role in the HRM. Clear, that is human resource management. So basically for that, basically first of all, basically there is a one question. Information technology is the merger of. Clear, so information technology is the merger of computer, human resource, communication. Clear, so this type of question basically you will expect in the examination. Information technology is the merger of. Clear, so please answer fast. Information technology is the merger of computer, human errors, or communication. Clear. So basically when basically we will get this type of question in the examination. Clear, so basically we are not able to answer. Clear, basically we are not able to answer these types of question, as basically it seems very easy. Clear, information technology is the merger of. Clear, so either it is computer or human source, or basically human source or communication, or basically we can say that computer or communication, or basically all of the above. Clear, or all of the above. Clear, so basically these things basically we are able to understand only basically if we go through the theory well. Clear, so basically information technology so information technology basically is the merging of two technologies. Clear, information technology is the merging of two technologies, that is computer and communication. Clear, that is computer and communication. Clear, so information technology basically is the merging of two technologies, that is computer and communication. Both these technologies, clear, basically both these technology have been making advances basically in their own fields. Clear, basically we can say that continue growing. Clear, basically in their own fields. So development in communication basically are aiming at accurate, faster transmission of data or message from one location to other. Clear, either it be a verbal or digital. Clear, either the data will be verbal or digital. Clear, so the computer technology. Clear, basically the computer technology. Clear, earlier basically we have discussed the communication technology, now basically we will discuss the computer technology. Clear, so the computer technology basically has been advancing in storing volumes of data and doing accurate, faster, simple and complex computing operations. Clear, complex computing operations. Clear, so in addition, intelligence basically in the form of decision support system, DSS. Clear, you have to remember that DSS basically stands for decision support system. All are easy things, just you have to go through once. Clear, so the computer technology basically has been advising basically in storing volumes of data and doing accurate, faster, simple and complex computing operations. Clear, in addition, intelligence basically in the form of decision support system and expert system basically is embedded in the technology. Clear, and expert system basically is embedded in the technology to help the machine take human like decisions basically with a much faster speed. Clear, basically to help the machine, all decisions are to be taken by the computer. Clear, to help the machine basically to take human like decision basically with a much faster speed. Clear, basically with a much faster speed. So basically with the synergy of these technologies. Clear, basically with the synergy of these technologies, or basically we can say that combination. Clear, basically with the combination of these technologies, what has become feasible is storing of voluminous data. Clear, basically we can say that large data, large quantity of data which can be assessed basically from any geographical distant place. Clear? Like basically all of you are, like basically one thing is mobile banking. Otherwise, basically we can say that other type of banking that is only for the staff. Clear? Basically only for the staff. Clear? That is related to the general functions of the bank. Clear? General function of the bank or the information of the bank. Clear? So basically that information you can assess basically from any geography place. Clear? From any geographical distance place. Clear? From anywhere. Clear? Either at your home or basically your office. Clear? Or at another place. Clear? So the speed and ability, clear, the speed and ability basically to process data has been so much enhanced. Clear? The speed and the ability, clear, the speed and the ability basically to process the data basically has been so much enhanced that it can answer most human queries and information needs. Clear? That it can answer, clear, that it can answer basically most human queries and the information needs. Clear? And the information needs. So basically when effectively applied, clear, basically when it effectively applied, clear, basically both communication and computer, clear, technology is expected to drastically change the concept of work. Clear? Basically to change the concept of work. Clear? Basically earlier you have to visit the office. Now, as there may be not any office, clear, physical, but there could be multiple workstations, mainly at homes. Clear? Basically from people can communicate, negotiate and do the business. Like I think all of you are aware that WFH, clear, that is work from home. Clear? Basically we can say that in banks also, clear, basically some specific posts, clear, basically for some specific posts, clear, basically you can also opt for the work from home. Clear? Work from home. Clear? So basically it is also possible. Clear? Basically through the special technology. Clear? Basically through this special technology. Clear? So basically the employees would be basically knowledge workers and quite individualistic basically in their approach. Clear? Basically flatter and leaner organizations basically are on the anvil with the introduction of IT. Clear? Basically with the introduction of IT. Clear? So basically in the work from home. Clear? Basically employees does not know each other. Clear? But they are well versed with the knowledge. Clear? To do their work. Clear? To do their work. So the prerequisite, or basically we can say that the necessity basically to adoption of the technology basically would be to understand the qualitative changes, which are firstly basically at the level of understanding the new relationships, and secondly basically in realizing the basically loss of traditional power centers. Clear? Basically first of all basically we can say that under this basically we have to understand the new relationships, clear, level of the new relationships, and secondly basically we have also to realize, clear, the loss of traditional power centers. Clear? Loss of traditional power centers. Basically what is the meaning of that? Basically earlier all work have to be performed basically we can say that in the branch or basically in a specific office. Clear? Now basically you can do the work at any other place also. Clear? At any other place also. Clear? So visualizing the organization of tomorrow. Clear? Basically how our organization, clear, basically become in the upcoming time. Clear? Basically in the upcoming future. So basically we cannot but realize that they will be compact. Clear? That they will be compact, less hierarchical, clear, and more egalitarian basically in structure, and will have a risk taking, confronting, innovative and learning culture. Clear? Confronting and innovative and learning culture. Clear? Like basically you want to think of, basically I will tell you, like basically earlier basically you have training. Clear? Basically you have training. Clear? So basically you have to basically we can say that either basically you have to visit your circle offices or basically your zonal offices, clear, for the training purpose. Now basically what you can feel that, clear, basically even training basically you can attend basically by presenting in your branch. Clear? By presenting in your branch. Clear? Basically through the online modes. Clear? Through the online modes. Clear? Like Zoom, Google Meet. Clear? Or there are also many ways. Clear? Basically for the online meeting. Clear? Basically for the online meeting. Clear? So basically all these things basically led only due to the technology development. Clear? So since the individual where knowledge rests have immense opportunities basically enabling them to perform by creating a fostering culture. Clear? Basically fostering culture, we can say that basically that type of culture. Clear? Basically that type of culture basically which is going to be, we can say that basically which is led to be change. Clear? Basically which is going to be adaptation of new things. Clear? Basically having immense opportunities. Clear? Basically enabling them to perform. Clear? Basically enabling them to perform by creating a fostering challenge is going to be a formidable challenge. Clear? Is fostering culture is going to be a formidable challenge. Clear? Basically we can say that like in the banks, basically when the computer is introduced. Clear? Basically when the computer is introduced, basically at that time basically as per the basically from the employees basically you will find out, clear, basically these types of stories or basically realities, that is many of the employees basically leave the bank. Clear? Basically leave the bank because they are not able to, adapt themselves, clear, according to the new technology, clear, according to the new technology, clear. So basically we can say that same thing here. Since the individual, clear, basically where knowledge rests, have immense opportunities, basically, or enabling them to perform by creating a fostering culture is going to be a formidable challenge, clear, is going to be a formidable challenge. So it is evident that moving to the future organization will imply change for the existing workforce, and there is every possibility that the change will be resistant, clear. So the existing person basically who want to have to learn new technology, clear, so basically they want to resist, clear, they want to resist basically to adopt that new technology, clear, basically they want to resist basically, or they are resisting basically to adopt the new technology, clear, basically to adopt the new technology. So there can be various reasons, clear. So there can be various reasons for the resistance, clear. Basically there can be various reasons for the resistance, or basically we can say that basically for the employees who are not able to learn the new things, clear, basically who are not able to learn the new things, clear. So what are the reasons, or what are the various reasons basically for the resistance? First one is part of the resistance basically could be due to the inability of the individual to change their thinking, clear. First one is part of the resistance basically could be due to the inability of the individuals, clear, basically due to the inability of the individuals to change their thinking, clear, basically to change their thinking. I think there is one mention that is chance, clear. I think in the place of chance there is a word that is change their thinking, clear, to basically to change their thinking. Second one here basically that is annexity, is basically implicit loss of power and fear of unknown, clear, basically could operate at a subconscious level leading to the resistance, clear. So basically all these factors, clear, they will feel that, clear, basically the new technology, clear, basically will be very difficult to understand, or if there is any occur, if there is any error occur, clear, so basically it also becomes difficult for them to analyze or to find that, clear. So basically all these things basically leads to the resistance, clear, all these things basically led to the resistance. Similarly, the mind could be blind to the opportunities of improvements and the possibility of creating multiple solutions by playing with the data, clear, by playing with the data, clear. So if an organization basically has to adopt technology basically for survival and also utilize it basically for the excellence, so the prime responsibility, clear. So what is the prime responsibility basically among all the individuals? So the prime responsibility basically will be changing the mindset of individuals, clear. So the prime responsibility basically will be the prime responsibility basically will be the changing the mindset of individuals, clear, basically across all levels and units in the organization, clear. So the prime responsibility basically will be changing the mindset of the individuals across all levels and units in the organization, clear, across all levels and unit in the organization, clear, units in the organization. So basically HRM therefore, clear. So HRM basically therefore in the nutshell basically we can say that HRM therefore basically has a dual responsibility, clear, in responding to this revolution, clear. So a major one basically would be to build an organizational culture that would facilitate creativity and innovation, and thus enabling individuals basically at all levels to make the use of IT, clear, basically, and thus enabling basically individuals at all levels to make the use of IT, clear. So implementation of information technology initiatives and HRM, clear, basically are closely interdependent, clear, are both are interdependent on each other, clear. So basically there are instances, or basically we can say that where the implementation of information technology, clear, basically suffered, clear. So basically there are some instances, or basically we can say that where the implementation of information technology, clear, basically suffered due to improper HRM, clear, basically due to improper HRM, clear, basically due to the improper HRM and also FIRM initiatives, clear, and also basically we can say that FIRM initiatives, clear, we can say that FIRM initiatives could not be, this is not FIRM, this is HRM, clear, basically due to improper HRM and basically also HRM initiatives, clear, basically could not be implemented effectively basically due to the change in technology, clear, basically due to the change in technology, clear. So basically there are instances basically where the implementation of IT suffered basically due to improper HRM and also HRM initiatives, clear, basically could not be implemented, clear, and HRM initiative basically could not be implemented effectively, basically due to the change in technology, clear, basically due to the change in technology, clear. So basically thus these two needs to be properly interlinked, clear, thus these two needs to be properly interlinked basically for the individual success, clear. Basically what these two, information technology and HRM, clear, information technology and HRM, clear. So thus these two need to be properly interlinked, clear, basically for their individual success, clear, basically for their individual success, clear. So utilization of the technology, utilization of the technology, clear, basically if we utilize the technology properly, clear, basically earlier the work is to be done by 10%, and on the place of that, clear, the work is to done by 4 to 5%, clear, basically if we utilize the technology properly, clear. So utilization of technology basically is bound to release the excess staff, will have increasing need for officer staff, clear, basically will have increasing need for officer staff, basically will release a lot of space and will render certain branches and its employee surplus, clear, basically will render certain branches and its employee surplus, clear. Like we can say that basically earlier all withdrawal and deposit is to be done only at the branch, clear, is to be done only at the branch, clear. Now basically we can say that basically many banks have basically put their ATMs, or basically we can say that cash recyclers, clear, outside the branches, clear, outside the branches, so that basically people will follow these technology oriented machines, clear, technology oriented machines, clear. So basically utilization of technology basically is bound to release excess staff, will have increasing need, clear, basically will have increasing need for officer staff, will release a lot of space and will render certain branches and its employee surplus, clear. So this group of employees, clear, basically will act as a damper on the enthusiasm of the organization, clear. So this has to be appropriately managed by the HR strategy, including exit policy, clear, basically including exit policy, clear. Exit policy basically you can say that basically in the present term, basically that is basically we can say that as a VRS, clear, as a VRS, clear, voluntary retirement system, clear. So one of the foreign banks, clear, basically handle this issue quite successfully, clear. So basically you have to manage, clear, basically you have to manage all these things properly, clear, you have to manage all these things properly, clear. So basically this is the basic introduction, clear, this is the basic introduction of the technology, clear, technology and the HRM, clear, and the HRM, clear, and basically how they are interlinked with each other, clear, how they are interlinked with each other and what are their impacts on the organization, clear. So basically one question in front of you, I think now all of you are able to answer this question, clear. Now all of you are basically able to answer this question. So information technology is the merger of, clear, information technology is the merger of computer, human source, communication, clear, information technology is the merger of computer, human source and communication, clear. A option is 1 to 3 all, B option is 1 and 2, C option is 1 and 3 only, D option is 2 and 3 only, clear. Basically we have already discussed that is information technology, basically it is the merger of computer plus communications, clear, computers plus communication, clear. So I request to all of you, please remember all these points, clear, please remember all these points. Now move to the next one, clear. Now move to the next one. One important question basically we have to discuss from that slide also, clear. What is the role of information technology in the HRM, clear, basically what is the role of information technology basically in the HRM, clear. So basically to emphasize this qualitative change, clear, to emphasize basically this qualitative change, the HRM departments basically have to be transformed basically to set an example for the entire organization, clear, basically to set an example basically for the entire organization. It has to become a learning setup, clear, basically it has to become a learning setup with all its ingredients, clear, basically with all its ingredients, basically what are the ingredients, like self introspection, clear, basically with all its ingredients like self introspection, sensitivity basically to the environmental changes, and openness to accept new ideas and systems, clear, and openness to accept basically new ideas and systems, clear, and systems, clear. So basically as such its first responsibility basically would be to adopt the IT orientation, clear. So basically what is the first responsibility of the HRM, basically that is to adopt the information technology orientation basically within the department, clear, within the department, clear. So there is tremendous scope to use IT basically in a whole range of HRM functions, clear, in a whole range of HRM functions, clear. So basically what are the different functions, that is first one is the recruitment, like basically we can say that a recruitment of the staff for the bank, clear. Second one, that is training and placement, clear. Second one, basically when you have to recruit the staff, so basically you have to give the training, clear, and after giving the specific training basically you have to put the staff, or basically we can say that transfer the staff basically into the branches. Clear? Basically from the training center, basically you have to transfer the branch or basically transfer the employees basically into the branches. That is basically known as placement. Clear? First of all, recruitment, training. Third one is placement, and after that, basically we have to check their work. Clear? Basically either they are performing well or not. That is appraisal. And if they're performing well, basically we have to give rewards to them also. Clear? Basically we have to give rewards to them also. Clear? That is reward system. Clear? Appraisal and reward system. Clear? Appraisal and reward system. And last one is that is organizational development initiatives. Clear? Organizational development initiatives. Clear? So all these are the functions of the HRM. Clear? Basically all these are the functions of the HRM. Clear? All these are the function of the HRM. Clear? So basically as such, its first responsibility basically would be to adopt the information technology orientation basically within the department. And there is tremendous scope basically to use information technology basically in a whole range of HRM functions. That is, first of all, HRM functions. Clear? You have to remember that recruitment, later on basically training, and after that placement, appraisal and reward system, then organizational development initiatives. Clear? Organizational development initiatives. Clear? So all are to be included under the HRM function. Clear? All are to be included under the HRM function. Clear? Basically from here basically we will get one question, that is, in which of the following HRM function the information technology can be used? Clear? In which of the following HRM function the information technology can be used? First one is the recruitment, second one is the training and placement, third one is the appraisal and the reward system, fourth one is the organizational development initiatives. Clear? So basically in which of the following HRM functions the information technology can be used? Clear? A option is 1 to 4 all. Clear? Basically in all these above. B option is 1 to 3 all. C option is 1 and 2 all. 1 and 2 only. Clear? 1 to 3 only B option. C option is 1 and 2 only. D option is 3 and 4 only. Clear? So please tell fast what is the correct answer. In which of the following HRM function the information technology can be used? First one is the in the recruitment, it can be used or not? Yes, it can be used. In the training and placement, clear? First of all, the HRM basically you have to recruit the employees, and after that basically we have to give the training, and later on basically we have to place them in the branches. And basically if they are performing, how they are performing, that is appraisal, and if they are performing well, basically we have to give the reward. Clear? So basically if they are and give a reward, that is basically we can say that we can give enhancement. Basically we can say that enthusiasm to the employee, that is you are performing well. Clear? In the upcoming time. Clear? If you are performing more well, basically we will give you some incentives. Clear? So that is basically it leads to the organizational development initiatives. Clear? Organizational development initiatives. Clear? So basically in all the functions the information technologies plays an important role. So option number A is the answer. Clear? Option number A is the answer. Clear? So these types of question basically you will get in the examination. Clear? Basically these types of different types of question basically you will get in the examination. Clear? So I request to all of you, please go through these sessions properly. Clear? And at least revise these sessions properly. Clear? So that you are able to remember all these things and answer the question in the examination. Clear? So in this session basically we have to discuss up to this much point, and thanks to all of you basically for attending this session. Clear? In the next session basically we will discuss some other important points regarding the same. Clear? Other important points regarding the same along with the MCQs. Clear? Along with the MCQs. Clear? So thanks to all of you for attending this session.